Hello lovely, my name is Frankie and in today's video I'm going to be showing you a super quick and easy tutorial for effortless autumn/fall waves. So I personally think this style is absolutely brilliant if you are looking for a transitional hairstyle that will take you from summer into autumn and fall. So it's one of those styles that if the sun does show itself in September or October, you can totally get away with it and it doesn't look too sort of wintry to kind of Christmas curls. It's a really soft, really kind of wavy, soft look that looks undone and effortless, but not too beachy and not too Christmassy. So I really hope you enjoy it. Stick around to watch how I've been doing it and get all the tips and tricks in the next part of the video. So first things first, we're going to start off with our sectioning and we're going to go in with our 2 index fingers just above the ear at the hairline and loop them round in a horseshoe shape and connect them at the back. We're then going to separate that hair. Oh great, there's a lorry outside now. Hi guys, got the blinds open. Gosh, okay, let's just carry on. We're going to separate the hair, so we've got this top section here and we're going to roll it up and clip it above our heads on top. So again, one of our lovely clips. If you've got quite heavy hair like me, you might want to use both. I can aware that you can't really see the top of my head there. That's better, isn't it? Okay, so now we have this sort of first whole section of just above the ear. So to create these super soft waves, we're basically going to sort of curl / wave our hair with the GHD, but we're going to just do it really sort of gently and softly. I kind of want them to not have much bounce, almost look really loose, like they've fallen out, but just there, just something soft, something gentle. So just make sure first that you've got no big knots in your hair. So I have brushed my hair when I prepped it this morning and dried it, so it's feeling pretty soft, no big tangles. Okay, so grab our GHDs or any straighteners. I'm using the GHD Platinum Plus Ombre Effect Styler today. And I'm gonna go in at the hairline and show you what to do first. So with this style, we want to create a little bit of body, but not too much. So I'm going to do most of the waves away from the face. The first 2 I'll do away, and then we're going to do 1 towards, just to add a little bit of body throughout and just to give it that little bit of bounce. So we take our first section. So you can see that that's just behind the ear. So it's a good sort of 2 by 2 inch section. It's not a massive amount of hair, but it's enough that it's not going to be really tight. So we're just going to smooth it out with our hand that's free here. And then we're going to clamp in and twist the GHDs away from the face. So we want to keep them in a kind of an angle down, just to keep it really soft. And then we're going to just speed up really slightly towards the end. I don't want to twist it too much just because I want it to be really soft and not too much bounce at all. If you feel like the ends are too tight, then you can just pull them whilst they're drying, cooling, pull the ends whilst they're cooling down, and that will just soften the ends ever so slightly. So we're going to go in again and do that same curl on the next section. Again, we're going to go away from the face, so style it down and angle down towards the floor. And just really gently and slowly, but speeding up towards the end, pull the styler through. Okay. With this next section, we're going to change the direction of the curl. So we're going to take our section. We're going to still go in at the root this way, but we're going to twist the styler towards our face. And that's just going to create a really nice bit of body just around that face area. Perfect. And with the last 2 sections, we're going to again do a curl away from the face. Now we're going to do exactly the same on this side. So we'll start the front, we're going to work our way back. We're going to do 2 curls away from the face, 1 towards and then another 2 away. Okay, so that is our first section done. So what we're going to do now is put our GHDs down, drop all of that hair back, and then with our clips that are sectioned at the top, we are going to drop down another section. So we're going to do exactly the same thing as before, using our index fingers, going in slightly higher and creating another horseshoe shape. Just going to clip that section up again at the top of our head, just so that it's really neatly out the way. Bring the hair forward, and you'll see you've now got a section of hair on top that hasn't been curled. So we're going to flick that curl back, and the same with this side. That's all been curled. Flick that back, and then we've got the two sections that we haven't yet done. So we're going to do exactly the same process as before. We're going to do the first two curls away from the face, the third on each side towards, and then the last two away, just to create a real nice bit of definition and body through that kind of center bit around the ear. And then we can really kind of pull that up and give it that sort of soft autumnal look. So one thing I definitely love most about this style is how easily transitional it is between summer and autumn or fall. It's like you have that sort of soft beach wave effect, but it's got that kind of bounce and that slight kind of party vibe, I guess, of the autumn and what the autumn and winter brings, because there is more parties and it's more Christmassy. And I feel like when we sort of think of curls and waves in the winter period, they are a little kind of softer and more done rather than being kind of beachy and messy. Now, the way that this is transitional is because it has that really kind of wavy effect like you would wear in the summer, but it's got that sort of, I guess it has that beachiness, but it's not messy. It's not a messy wave. It's a really gentle wave, which I think just transitions between summer and autumn so beautifully. So again, on this side, I'm going in and doing that second curl away from the face. Ouch. And I'm also just kind of, in some areas, not going over the ends too much at all, just so that there's that real softness towards the ends. So you can see at the ends here, there's almost nothing, and that's just going to give us that real kind of worn out wavy look. So the next one again is going to be the curl towards the face. So we're going to go in at the root and twist the styler towards the face. And the last section, if you've got enough to do two, then do two. If at the back here, like me, this section is enough to be done in one curl, then do it in one. But this one is going to go away from the face. And now we're on our final section. So this top section is going to be the last section that we do. And it's literally that simple. I hope you guys have also found it quite easy and quite simple and been able to follow along easily. But yeah, this is our last section. So we're going to put it into our parting. So you can see mine's there. Always a rough parting with me. I don't like anything sort of too straight or too strict. So again, with that top section, where is it? Here and here. So we're going to push that back section out of the way, so we're purely left with what we need to curl. So this style, I always find, looks absolutely perfect on people that don't have fringy bits. Now that is not to say you cannot wear it with fringy bits, because I have fringy bits and I'm going to wear my hair like this and it's going to look lovely. But I just find that autumn and fall style looks so good when you have kind of long hanging bits at the front here, which I'm going to try and create, because I'm going to try and blend these bad boys in. So that will be the first thing that we do. So rather than take that fringe section out on its own, I need to have a drink, bear with me a second. Okay, so with this top section, rather than taking out the front bits, my fringe areas here, what I'm gonna do is blend them through and curl them with the front two sections. So that should hopefully give us a sort of soft blend from fringe into curl. So I'm gonna take that into this whole section here, if you can see. So take that fringe in, and then, oh, it's getting caught up at the back. Take that first section, and hopefully, yes, that will have just a little bit of hair at the bottom. So I really kind of want these front bits to open out towards, away from the face. So I'm gonna sort of pull them forward as I put the wave in them. So again, the front two sections on each side, the first and the second, we're gonna do away from the face. So that doesn't change with these front sections. So incorporating your fringe. If you don't have a fringe, just go ahead and do this as normal. But if you're trying to incorporate like a bang or a long grown out fringe like me, then this is how you're gonna do it. So we're gonna go in and we're just gonna try and really smooth that front fringe area first, just so it's really nice and straight. Now too hot to handle, but here we go. We're gonna go in and just start twisting towards the end and just really try and blend that into one. And that's what almost exactly what I wanted. So you can see as that falls, this is a little bit too ringlety, so we'll pull it out. But this area here, it's almost as if there's no fringe and it blends straight in with that curl. So we're just gonna really focus on twisting that in and drying that in place, because we really want that to blend through. I really want that to blend through. You might not want to, but this is how I want it to look. So yeah, you can see it's quite ringlety at the front there, but when we brush through that at the end, that will bring all of that out. So we're going to carry on with this top section like we have done with the rest of the hair. Where are we here? So the next section will be away from the face, and then we'll go towards the face, and then the rest will be away. Okay, so you might have just seen that I just sort of smoothed over the crown slightly, because I feel like when you curl or wave your hair sort of purely side by side, you can get a bit of separation at the crown. So I just put an extra one in at the crown, just at the end there, just to make sure it's sort of nice and smooth over the top. So the curling is done, and now I need to go and get a wide tooth comb. So I will be right back. Okay, so I went and got my microfiber towel. That is not a microfiber towel. I went and got my wide tooth comb, and now we are going to comb through. So we're going to start at the ends and work up to the root. No sort of, don't want to be rough at all, just really nice and gently. And it doesn't matter if this kind of almost combs the curls out so much that they're straight. That's kind of the movement that we want. So we're just going to go in really nice and gently through. And the same on this side. And then what I like to do, and everyone's different, is I just quite like to give it a little bit of a shake. I think because my hair is quite heavy, it can sit quite heavy and quite kind of, yeah, I mean, heavy. So I just like to get a little bit of air in it, give it a bit of a shake, just to kind of really make sure those waves are nice and soft. And then we'll bring it around the front. And that, my friends, is your end result. So they are just really soft, really lovely transitional waves that are just going to take you straight from summer into a lovely autumn and fall period. You've got the nice sort of smooth sleekness that we always look for towards the end of the year, but you've still got that kind of nice, really soft, wavy party effect at the bottom. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I have loved filming it. I love doing tutorials. If you'd like to see anything else tutorial wise, then please let me know in the description. Gosh, I'm struggling today. Yeah, if you'd like to see anything tutorial wise in these videos, then please let me know in the comments down below. It's been lovely chatting to you today. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I will see you next week for my weekly upload. Bye.